everybody, and welcome to the channel. I thought my microphone was on. It is not, so I have to do a voiceover. Let me show you how horrible the wind has been here recently. Unbelievable. Let's get into it. The wind has been raging. I don't know how many miles an hour it has been blowing, but it has blown my cattle panel greenhouse plastic off of the cattle panels and onto the ground. It is an absolute mess. Look at this. The whole back half of the cattle panel is exposed. Cattle panel. Say that 5 times fast. I have to get all of this up and secure it before the weather turns to the teens. We're getting very cold temperatures coming up here pretty soon, and I have to cover my plants. So far, the plants are looking a little worse for the wear, but they're holding on. So I've got to get everything covered up. I think I figured it out. Mother Nature is in menopause. 1 minute it's hot, the next minute it's cold. 1 minute the wind is blowing, the next minute it is burning up. Oh my goodness. This is it. This is menopause. This is weather menopause. Before I pick up the greenhouse plastic, let me show you what's going on inside the cattle panel. As you can see, I still have nothing growing in this pot. My invader ate all of my peas and I have not resown them. Maybe I'll resow them in the next couple of days. I'm not for certain. The weather has just gone kind of ballistic. I still have a couple of things growing. That looks like a brassica, so I'm going to leave it be. My sweet potatoes are looking worse for the wear. I'm going to leave them, see if I have some that come back. I still have some growth on the sweet potato. It's not warm, but it is warming up once the greenhouse plastic is on. So these are not dead yet. So I'm just going to leave them alone and see if maybe they'll give me something in the spring. Over here, I have some tomatoes that are still on the vine. The vines are dying back. This particular one isn't dying back. This is an eggplant that hasn't given me any fruit. These are lima beans. So far, I do have lima beans on them. It is still flowering. I have left it to do what it's got to do. Lima beans. I have some carrots down there up under the greenhouse plastic, and over on the opposite side in this bag I have some parsnips and some walking onions. Outside the cattle panel I had beans, runner beans in these pots. This one I can't remember. I think it was the red noodle bean. I did sow some rutabagas in that pot, but they haven't come up, so I'm going to have to resow that. The other pot, I did also have some, I think it's Oriental Wonder Beans were growing in that. Over there on the outside, those are all beets, different varieties of beets. They're looking really well. They don't care about the weather. Now my peppers are looking a lot worse for the wear, but they are still very much alive. I've been harvesting as I go along. As you can see, I've got a few more I need to pick off. So as I come in here today, I'm going to be picking off some of the ones that I see that need to go in the house. On the opposite side, I also have peppers over here. Again, the same thing. They're looking a little bit worse for the wear, but they are very much alive. So I will be taking off some of the peppers that are turning red. I've tried to leave the peppers on as long as possible to let them turn red. We'll see if they all will. I still have plenty of peppers on some of the plants, so I'm going to leave them and let them do what they do. I just need to try and cover everything up. Now, going further back this way, I've got tomatoes on the ground that have fallen. I picked up 2 totes that my neighbors was throwing away, and I'm starting some new liquid fertilizer containers in here. Also, the water will help keep the area a little bit warmer, as well as moisture. It'll put more moisture in the air. So I've got tomatoes that have fallen into the water. This weather is just not playing nice. So now I've got to take these inside and let them turn red on the cabinet, which I don't like doing, but you know, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So again, over here, I'm making some more liquid fertilizer, more peppers over here. They are doing really well. I have peppers that I need to harvest. As you can see, the peppers are falling off the plant because the wind was so vicious. I need to harvest off of my fish pepper. My moringa was looking a whole lot better, but the wind has been just whipping through here, so it's just ravaging my poor moringa. I have in this pot some leeks and a tomato. The tomato has fallen down onto the ground, but as you can see, this tomato is riding it out. It looks like it is summertime through this tomato. It does not look like it is going to die at all. Fingers crossed. I have leeks in this pot. I have the same thing on the opposite side, tomatoes and leeks in this pot. It looks like a hot mess because everything is laying all over everywhere, but it's not dead yet, so I'm not counting it out. As you can see, this tomato has flowers on it. So I'm going to keep tapping and hopefully it's going to keep producing. It still has a whole bunch of tomatoes on it. My lemongrass is looking good. I'm hoping this is either a soursop or a pomegranate. As you can see, it's got some green growth in there. I'm leaving everything alone. My onions are still in the little box down there. I'm going to put my tomatoes there for a little while. I've got some elephant ears over here, more lemongrass on this side. I have two different varieties of avocado back there. I hope you guys can see that. Those are my avocados. So the greenhouse is looking okay. Now my greens on the opposite side, outside the greenhouse, not looking so great. I'm going to have to get over there and do my best to cover those up because they do not like the cold. Those mustards are not happy. My Texas Star by hibiscus are dying back. This one, not so much, but the opposite one is dying back. I'm going to have to cut these stems off of it. Outside of that, poor mustard, poor mustard. I'm going to have to cut that back or take it out. It does not like the cold. The collard greens are my heavyweight fighters. They look good. Now they got a little pest damage, but that's not new. That's been on there for a little while. But those collard greens are holding strong. I just wanted to give you a sneak peek of what's going on up under the cattle panel. Everything is alive, so hopefully it stays that way. I'm losing light, so I need to hurry this up and get it finished. I wanted to just show you all that the work has been done. I don't know what the temperature is going to be tonight. I have to double check it. I want to say it's going to be like in the mid 40s, but at least this is secure. So now I got to do some watering. One last voiceover. I want to say thank you for joining me in the garden this evening. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button, share my video, leave me a comment, and I hope to see you either in my kitchen or my garden or maybe even my garage grow space real soon. Bye for now.